All right. How is everyone doing today, guys? We are back with a brand new podcast. As you can tell, it's a little bit different. We're not doing the whole in-person thing at the moment. We decided to do it on a Discord call. I think it looks pretty cool. We got our little hit or miss thing under us because we decided that's going to be the name for this podcast. And if you don't like it, well, fuck off. Today, do you want to tell them what we are talking about today for the podcast?
I believe we're going to base most of it around our favorite movies.
Yes. So we have these things. They were really popular, like, for some reason back in the anime community, like, years ago. But they're called 3x3s. So pretty much you just do, a chart that's a 3x3. And you just choose, like, your top movies or movies that you feel represent you or any of that pretty much good shit. So, we both have ours. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can show... Or can you see mine or no?
See your what?
Can you see my... Like, mine? My 9? Like, on Discord?
I should be able to... Oh, it says it's paused.
Oh.
Because you minimized Discord. Or no, you minimized whatever you were streaming. That list.
Stream...
The 9.
Wait. Don't...
If you just...
Wait.
Okay.
Let's see.
I thought you said you were streaming.
I am.
Did you make a STC Studios stream?
Yeah, I have an entire,
Oh.
Yeah, I made us an entire Twitch and YouTube for this.
Cool.
Yeah, so it is just STC Studios on Twitch. So, if you guys who are watching this on YouTube, you can go ahead and subscribe to there because we are going to be doing these and then you guys will be seeing the full episodes on YouTube without all the editing and all that good shit. So, if you want to go ahead and send me your list, because I would definitely like to at least see what yours looks like.
Yeah, I can,
Yeah, if you want to...
stream it to you if you want.
Yeah, if you want to do that, like, if you want to put it in this... I mean, I might have to move our things around, but if not, that's going to take me, like, 10 minutes, yeah. Do you want to go over your list first, or would you like to go over mine?
How do you want to do this? You want to do, like, one, you do one, I'll do one, and do you also want to start from your, like, worst to best?
So I have mine, like, you know how you see my chart? So mine goes, mine kind of flip-flops, actually, but my top is my left top one, So, I mean, and honestly, a lot of mine can, like, interchange with each other, to be honest. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with yours first, since you will have yours laid out.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
Let's start from the bottom, though.
Okay.
Because I mean, once you get, like, up to, like... Wow, I actually just love all of these movies.
We both have very, very different lists.
Yeah.
Which makes them
I do love most, if not all of those movies.
Yeah, like, they're both, like, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen the Peanut Butter Falcon. I don't think I've seen Major Payne or Chronicle.
Oh my gosh. You have to see both of those movies. If you don't watch both of those movies...
And maybe the number 23. It sounds familiar, but I don't know off the top of my head if I've seen it.
Jim Carrey.
Maybe. I mean, after the stream, I'll look up just to see if I do know it. But yeah, here, let's just go ahead and go through... Actually, just start at your 9. I guess why?
All right.
Why that?
So number 9 is The Peanut Butter Falcon, which is a movie about a character played by Shia LaBeouf and another character, I do not remember his name, I apologize. But it's him and a young man with Down syndrome, and they're traveling because the kid, you know, he was living in like a foster home, but he left because he didn't want to be there, but he had no family to take care of him. So he finds Shia LaBeouf, who is basically just on his own path at this point because he earlier in the movie did a bunch of stuff that basically got people on his back who wanted to kill him, and he just left. And then he ends up meeting up with this kid, and it's a very like touching story where they travel together and end up becoming best friends, and like he helps the kid complete some of his dreams. And then the kid also, you know, teaches him a lot about himself.
Yeah.
But it's a really good movie. It's definitely not like an action movie or anything, but
it's just like a heartfelt movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like based off of what yours looks like and just you, I kind of was expecting all action and all comedy.
Yeah, I usually do watch a lot of action stuff, but I love some
just
have you ever
heartfelt
seen,
movies.
I think it's The Fisherman Friends.
No, don't think so.
It's a movie about a crew of fishermen who sing sea shanties, and then a recruiter finds them and like is basically tricked into signing this group of fishermen to sing.
Yeah.
As a joke.
Okay.
But then the recruiter falls in love with these people and the way they live and just wants to keep helping them. It's another one of those just really heartfelt,
makes sense,
good movies, and I just love movies like that. I don't watch them often, but
yeah,
they're good, man.
Okay. The number 23, just like quick overview.
Okay. Sorry. I know I gave a pretty long
yeah, I was going to say if we do those both of this podcast is going to be 2 hours.
Nuts. Yeah, I kind of wanted to fill some time cuz I feel like it does need to be the same amount of time as before.
Yeah. I definitely see what you mean.
Number 23.
Yeah, what is that?
Is a movie about Jim Carrey, a family man who, before the beginning, you don't know anything about his past, but he doesn't either.
Okay.
So, but he doesn't know he doesn't either. Or he does, but they'll tell you that later. Basically, the number 23, he finds a book that says the number 23 is in everything. It's in any way you add up numbers, any way you, like in your birthday, in your address, like anything. The number 23 will lead you to, it'll basically take over your life and then control what you do.
Okay.
But
just
it's
another
one
great
of those,
movie.
Like super twist movies that just your mind is like, what the fuck afterwards, and those movies are my favorite. Like
you
absolute
have
favorite.
a lot of those on here. Because isn't Limitless and Jumper that same kind of route?
No, just
Limitless definitely is.
Limitless kind of. Because it's not really a twist movie or anything. It's just like more so an action movie based around an idea.
Yeah, I see what you mean there.
Right. But the end of that, it is kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a head turner. So I definitely see that.
I see what you mean there, but the Butterfly Effect, the number 23, are those types of movies that you have to watch every Oh my god, I didn't put Mr. Nobody in here.
I feel like by the end of this, I feel like me and you are both gonna be like, I wish I had this, but it's just not there. Cause you can ask Gabby, cause I came up with this last night, And that's why I texted you. I was like, we need to up this to 9 because I can't pick 5 movies. It's because that's what we were originally gonna do. We were gonna do 5 movies, and I couldn't pick 5 movies if my life depended on it. Like,
so if you haven't seen Mr. Nobody, it's amazing. It has a lot of stuff to do with different timelines and crazy just theories about the universe, and I'd say just watch it. And I'm not going to give you a crazy big description because it's I think it's like 3 hours long.
oh damn, okay,
It might be like 2.5, but it is one of the longer movies.
Mhm.
But it is one of those movies that you have to watch every second of to understand it.
okay. I
So
mean,
literally the first 3 on my, or the last 3 on my list
Mhm.
are all what the fuck movies that will blow your mind.
yeah. And then of course Jumper. That I love that movie. Like
It's so good.
it's got such a good mix of action and what the hell is going on, and just like this is just overall great. I
just-
completely agree with it.
I also love movies that run with what would real superpowers look like.
Yeah, exactly. I completely understand that
And
one.
that's why I have Jumper, Limitless, and Chronicle on here.
Yeah.
Because Limitless is about a pill that basically makes
Mhm.
you super smart, lets you use more of your brain power.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Limitless, 100% go watch it. Like,
That was my favorite movie.
yeah, that I
until-
thought that one was gonna be your number 1 or number 2. I'm not gonna lie, cause you were
It's
you
good.
showed me that movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to watch it like 2 or 3 times to be like, oh my god, the brilliance of this movie is like,
Yeah.
it's one
But
of
you
those.
need to watch Chronicle.
Okay,
I have it.
okay,
I have
I'll
it
watch it.
on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure Nate left it here.
Nice. Yeah, what is Chronicle? Since we're on it, might as well explain it.
Chronicle is, so these 3 friends find a hole in the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they
now I
go
know
and
what it
touch
is.
it, and then they have telekinesis,
Okay.
basically, and they learn how to, like, if you had telekinesis, this is why I love telekinesis, is because if you had it, the ability to do things is almost endless. You
Oh,
could
yeah.
split an atom with your mind. Like, you would literally be able to split an atom and create a nuke across the planet if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you had mastered it.
If you mastered that power. So these kids are throwing baseballs and making them curve, like at the beginning of the
Yeah.
movie, but by the end of the movie, they're flying through the clouds, soaring, like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I completely
it.
remember that movie. I like it's one of those movies where it's just like, oh, like it's good, but it's in the back of my head. But then when you talk
Right.
about it, you're like, oh, it's that movie.
Another great reason to watch this movie is that it's also not just what would real superpowers be like,
Mhm.
it's what would people do and how would someone react with these powers. Because basically, I'm going to spoil just one part. The friend group does not stay together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because don't they all have like different ideas of like how you should be using their power?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Next one,
Not to
Major
mention,
Pain.
The whole time they're having,
Their own.
side effects.
Yeah. I completely remember that movie. Major Pain, what is that one? Haven't seen it.
Dude, this is one of the funniest movies. That's why Major Pain and Beverly Hills Ninja, because you were like, I would think you would be action and comedy.
Yeah.
Spider-Man action, Beverly Hills Ninja action comedy,
Mm-hmm.
Major Pain action comedy.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it
about
seems
a
legit.
guy, I'm pretty sure he's an ex-Navy SEAL
Mm-hmm.
who goes to a military academy to be a teacher, basically.
Really?
And
Why does it sound so familiar?
fucking amazing, dude.
I'm gonna just look it up on my
I haven't
phone.
seen this movie in like 8 years, and I've been wanting to watch it so bad, so I'm going to watch it soon.
I just
I'll
want to
let you know.
see the like. Oh, okay. It looks familiar. It's not a movie I'd remember though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm guessing it's good though.
You should watch it for sure.
And
You
then
would love it. I think
I
you'd love
probably would. I love like stupid comedies. So,
Did you see the Beverly Hills Ninja?
I've watched it like a handful of times. So I was about to say, do you want to explain it? So for me and for all the people who haven't seen it, just to help me out.
I've probably when I was like, I think it came out in 97. I was born in 98. And my whole childhood, this was our movie that we would watch all the time. It's about Chris Farley, rest in peace.
Yep.
Who is playing an actor who is playing a character who was adopted by, I believe, a Japanese ninja dojo, and his dad is the master, but he also has a brother who is the real son.
Yeah.
But they love each other. You know, they're always there for each other. And he's the only white guy there.
Yeah.
He sucks at everything, and one night everyone goes on a mission, and he's back at the dojo just messing around, and this beautiful blonde shows up and asks him to do a job for him in Beverly Hills.
Makes sense.
Well, no, asks him to do a job in Japan, and then he follows her to Beverly Hills to help her because he thinks she's in danger, which she is. But he ends up becoming one of the best ninjas in the world, and it's a really funny, hilarious. Oh my god, I love the movie. It's so
I'm gonna have to watch it because they just put it on Netflix, didn't they? Like a few days ago. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to watch that, and then of course I don't think you're gonna have to, but go ahead and describe Into the Spider-Verse.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, if you somehow have gone this long and haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
It's so. This is why it's my number one. It is not a live action. It's an animated movie that has so much in it. So many little minute details that make it so perfect.
Yeah.
That I can't get over it. It is beautiful. The end credits, insane.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't just watched the end credits, go watch the end credits.
Yeah, exactly. Like that should literally be all you need to do.
This movie, in my eyes, has changed the world of animation forever, and honestly, I don't think anything will beat it for a while. Other than they're making a second one, so who knows?
Are they actually?
I'm pretty sure there's talks about a second Into the Spider-Verse.
That would be awesome. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but it sounds dope.
Yeah, it'd be cool as fuck.
I have to ask because I knew I had a hard time. Was there any that like you were just like, I want to put these on, but they're just not quite there?
The Peanut Butter Falcon.
Okay. Any other ones that you could think of that you had a hard time?
I love movies, and I know a lot of people who look at this list are going to be like, look at your list, bro, you don't love movies. But yeah. I love movies, and these are just ones I've grown up.
These are just the pinnacle of them.
Right.
Yeah. It makes sense.
I know there's a lot of great movies.
Yeah.
Like, classics.
Mm-hmm.
There's
loads of them. Like, we can literally sit here all day and just talk about how great, like, some of these movies are.
Like The Matrix, Pulp Fiction, the Harry Potter series, The Lord of the Rings. Like, I'm literally thinking of so many I couldn't speak. I was just
that completely happened to me last night. I went into my notes and I was like, all right, I like this movie, I like this, and then I just started listing, and I was at like 15. And I was like, shit, I gotta bring it down. But as talking about Harry Potter, as you just said, let's move on to my list.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna start with my bottom right, which we have Shawshank Redemption. I mean, if you haven't seen this absolute masterpiece, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's about, like, what would be the best way to describe Shawshank Redemption? It's about a guy who pretty much goes to jail, finds a way to save a bunch of money, pretty much cons every security guard through their money, becomes friends with Morgan Freeman, and then digs his way out of prison, flies to, is it the Bahamas?
I don't know.
He flies somewhere and then is literally just waiting there for Morgan Freeman. And the movie is full of just pure beautifulness all around. I could watch this movie 100 times and watch it one more time just cuz.
From your description,
yeah, that it wasn't the best.
It almost sounds like the Four Horsemen.
Does it?
Just because, like, the guy, the main police officer,
Yeah.
cons this team of magicians into doing his work for him.
Yeah.
By the end of the movie, Morgan Freeman's in jail and he's laughing at him.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Just a heads up for anyone. I'm not good at describing stuff, and movies are hard though.
That was great. That was great.
But I see what you mean.
Saying that's what went into my head, because I think I've seen Shawshank Redemption once.
Really?
And it was a long time ago.
All right.
So that's why I'm like, other movies are popping into my head.
We're just gonna have a movie night. We're just gonna have to just be in the living room and just watch like all of these movies for a day. Mm-hmm. Like that's what we're definitely gonna have to do. And then we have my 8th spot. I have The Gladiator. I mean, it's an action.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm a huge history guy. I love all the old Roman and all that stuff. This movie is beautiful. I love redemption stories, and I just love the filming. Like, you could, honestly, the story and everything is great, but just the film work that went into this movie just brings it to, like, another level for me. And I mean, if you haven't seen it, it's about a guy who has his entire, or he's in the Roman army, gets his entire family pretty much slaughtered because he doesn't want to fight anymore, and then starts from the bottom again and fights his way to the top, and it's just a beautiful revenge story. I love it.
Is that the one with all the really cool slow-mo shots, or am I thinking of the
Yes.
300?
You might be thinking of 300.
Okay.
Gladiator's the one where he's in the Colosseum and he's with all the other people and he's fighting his way out of it. I just love the whole thing with that.
Because Sherlock Holmes had a lot of those really badass.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah. And, you know, that has Robert Downey Jr., so that honestly could have probably just been on my list just because of that alone.
Pretty much anything with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, there's like those actors who's like, anything they're in, I don't care. Like, it's gonna be good. I don't, like, there's no arguing.
Although, Dr. Dolittle.
Dr. Dolittle.
It was alright. I liked it. You haven't seen the new Dr. Dolittle with Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Dolittle?
No. What?
Yeah, it's a completely different take on Dr. Dolittle. So the original was that he could talk to animals.
Yeah.
And they spoke back, but his version is that he's learned the language of each species, so he can literally like grunt or oink or whatever he does to talk to these animals, and then he gets this kid to come with him on an adventure, and the kid also learns the dialect and everything.
Is it good?
I liked it.
Just not critically acclaimed good.
The idea, yeah, I've heard people say they hated it. But
okay. But you know, not everyone's gonna love everything, so
right.
But you know, another one that I think is critically acclaimed, everyone loves, Superbad. I mean, you can watch that movie, like, to this day, I will watch that movie and find something else to laugh about. Like, whether it's the start where they're all just like in school, and they're all just fucking giving each other shit. When McLovin gets his fake ID, when he gets when he what's his name? When he gets ran over by the car, when he gets
When the girl
twerked
dances on him.
Yeah, when the period blood dance, just every like stupid fight and just all
So
just
good.
having Seth Rogen as a cop. Oh my god. The amount of just how
As
brilliant
dirty
that
cops,
film
by
is.
the way.
Huh?
As dirty cops.
Yes, exactly. But just overall, it's like the one comedy that I don't care. Like, even if I'm like, I want to just cry, I can put on that movie and know by the end of it, I'm going to be cracking up. Love that movie to death. And then we have my first very anime one, which would be the first Pokemon movie. I'm not going to lie.
Oh no, first Pokemon.
Yeah, so just, and I think it's literally called the first Pokemon movie. The one with Mewtwo, if that helps at all.
I haven't seen it.
Oh. The reason this is on here is because it is literally what I grew up with. It's just that movie, it's like, it just hits home. And it's probably the first movie as like a 7-year-old that I cried at, because, you know, when you see Pikachu cry, it makes you want to cry. Like, there's just, and that scene alone is just beautiful.
Doesn't like Pikachu think that Ash died or something?
Yeah, because so Ash like not like sacrifices, but like jumps into a blast. He gets like frozen, and then Pikachu cries, and then Ash comes back to life. It's just heartwarming. I love the movie to death. There's all the other Pokemon movies are great, but that is like the pinnacle of just Pokemon movies. And then, like you were bringing up earlier, Harry Potter. And I had to go with Order of the Phoenix. I know it's not everyone's number one, but it has so many great elements into it, and like
Probably.
What were you saying?
I feel like The Prisoner of Azkaban might be
Yeah.
the one that no one likes as much.
That's my second,
And
just
then
because
Order
it's
of
beautiful.
Phoenix is like second to last, and then like, you know, first,
Yeah.
second, sixth, seventh, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, like, my thing is that, like, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Goblet of Fire, it's not Order of the Phoenix. Like, as much as it's cool to be like, oh, like, Voldemort's back, but, like, this is the movie that, like, you actually have hope. Like, because they literally try to, like, destroy all your hope from the, like, third, with Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire. They're like, they're not gonna win. But like the whole thing with like, as much as you hate Umbridge, she's a great villain, which makes the movie great. They're fighting back. Harry now is a badass. We get to see everyone at like amazingness, and it's just, it's a joy for me. I watched
It's
it
really
last
good.
night, and the entire time I just realized I was smiling the whole time. I love the movie to death. And then
Great.
we have Detective Pikachu. I mean, it's the first time we've really got to see Pokemon in real life. It's the closest we're ever gonna get, and it's a joy. I love having Ryan Reynolds. He's an amazing actor. The story's amazing. It's Pokemon. I'm a
It's so
nerd.
funny too, because Ryan Reynolds is an amazing actor, but he's in one scene.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's amazing
Technically,
though that like
he's in
he
one
is
scene.
Pikachu, and that it works so well.
Works so well.
Like, if you haven't seen it, go like pause the fucking podcast right the fuck now. Go watch it. I will wait here for 5 seconds, and then you can come back. That's probably enough fucking time. All right, moving on to the next one. This one was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. So it's the Avengers, but it's Endgame or Infinity War. It's such a hard toss-up because I love Endgame, because, like, it is the ending, but Infinity War did everything so perfect. Like, every character got, like, a decent amount of screen time. It had a lot of comedy, had a perfect amount of action, and they lost. Like, that doesn't happen, which just makes it perfect for me. Like, it had the draw dropping at the end. I watched it in theater. I cried twice. So yes, it had to be on the list. And then of course, number 2 spot, Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, we both already know. Like,
Yeah.
the animation beautiful, the story masterpiece, and the music. Can you get a better soundtrack from a movie? Like, pull up any movie you want. Let's go soundtrack to soundtrack. I'm gonna probably pick Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like a big like hardcore like rap fan, but everything on there is beautiful.
Yeah.
And then
I have definitely just pulled up the Spotify.
And just
playlist
listen to it.
And just listen to it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. In the stream today, guys, I had that on in my headset. I was just listening to the entire thing and trying not to sing the Riot song. Just sitting here like with my controller, just being like, "Don't do it. Don't perform a concert on your stream. You have people watching. Don't do it."
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
Even the Sunflower, it's hard to
Exactly.
not sing Sunflower.
Yeah, I think it's so funny because even the first song, you're just like, don't sing. Like, he doesn't even know the words. But I want to sing it too, even though I'm probably going to mess up just as much as he does. Yeah, I'm going to probably rewatch that tonight. I'm not going to lie. And then my final number 1 spot, Good Will Hunting. It's just a masterpiece. I mean, I don't think I've ever watched that movie and not been happy, sad, and mad all at the same time.
What's your favorite scene?
Oh, okay. It's one of 2. Probably number 1 is him like schooling the one dude, getting the girl's number, walking across, and just, "How do you like them apples?" right against the window.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally don't get a better thing than that. And
it's so good.
Yeah, and since my entire family's from Boston, it just hits home. It really does. Or the other scene where he's talking about like he'll never know what like true love feels like because even when you listen back to this day, all you think of is just like rest in peace, but it's so beautiful. And like there's nothing else you really need to say besides that. It's beautiful. What else can I say for that? Yeah. I had a few hard ones that I wanted to put. One of them, 21. Have you ever seen it?
21.
It's
I've
about
seen 21 Jump Street.
No, it's about a kid, or it's about a group of kids who go to, I want to say Harvard. It could be Stanford or MIT. I think it is MIT actually. Once again, set in Boston, so it hits home. But it's all these kids who learn how to count cards and then go to Vegas and like try to sneak by and counting cards. It's a beautiful story, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's amazing. And a lot of my family, for some reason, thought I was the main character because they all thought I was going to learn how to count cards when I was older. No. Sorry.
Yeah,
Thanks for the hope, guys. Love you. But no. And another one, The Last Samurai. You ever seen that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it in a long
Yeah,
time.
exactly. That was the only reason it wasn't on my list, is because it's like, it used to be my favorite movie my entire life growing up, and then I'd just been too long. But I love the movie. It's where my love for Japan and samurais came from, so I mean, that should...
Well, I mean, I haven't seen Major Payne in probably like 8 years.
Oh, really?
But I still put it up there because it's just that good.
Well, if I was to, it would have probably kicked The Gladiator off.
Okay.
And that's those two are just great movies. And I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of want The Gladiator on this list. I'm trying to think if there's any other movies I had. Oh wait, I have a list like right here on my phone that I was gonna have. Oh no, never mind. I deleted the ones because I was like, I gotta make sure I have them. But yeah, I mean, all these are great movies. I would say on both of our sides. If you guys haven't
Yeah.
seen any of these, go get a fucking life, I guess.
Or go lose some of that
Yeah,
life and watch
like-
some movies.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's COVID, so stop going out, wear your fucking mask, sit down, and watch some fucking Into the Spider-Verse. Like, stop being a pleb.
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, like, just stop being a pleb. Go watch some movies. But yeah, I mean, I would say not too bad. I mean, any other movies that you think are, like, a need to watch?
Must watch. So many, dude. Underground 6.
What's that
is-
one?
It was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. It might be. It was a Ryan Reynolds film. He has a group of 6 that I believe most of them die.
Yeah, doesn't the like first guy like isn't
Yeah,
like
it's-
there's a
it's
car
Dave,
chase and then he dies into like a
It's Dave Franco.
yeah yes that's a
really
great
good
movie.
It's a really action-packed, very it's a very choppy style movie. So like what I mean by that is they cut the frames really fast. So
Yeah,
everything is just like different camera angle, shit happening.
yeah,
It's crazy, but it's funny. It's a good movie. There's a lot of action. I recommend.
yeah.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, definitely rated R. Very rated R.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another movie. Oh, have you seen Troy? Please tell me you've seen Troy.
I feel like I saw Troy in school or something.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt
Yeah.
it. It was one of those movies that like they tried to go very like historically accurate.
Right.
And they lose at the end. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for just movies that don't go well at the end. I don't
Right.
know why, but I just kind of like those movies.
It's been a while since I've even seen a movie with a like.
Like a not
ending.
real ending.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely loads of them out there. We could probably do a whole list on just those alone. I'm trying to think if there's any other. Honestly, like for me personally, almost any movie by like Adam Sandler could go on these.
true.
Yeah.
I just watched a video. Adam Sandler redid the Happy Gilmore swing 25
Really?
years later. Yeah.
Did
And
he
nails
master?
it. Like,
Really?
he walks up because the Happy Gilmore swing is he just like takes a few steps back. And
Yeah.
Kind of walks up and swings and knocks that shit.
Yeah.
He rocked that ball.
Damn.
I don't know how far it went or anything, but you see that hit and it's just
Yeah.
like that went far.
Have you ever tried to do that in real life?
No.
I have. I'm not gonna lie, I broke a window.
Wow.
Yeah, because so when I used to live in like Gypsum, we lived right by a golf course. Like our house was like by the golf course. So, you know, every once in a while we'd all like go golfing. I suck at the sport. No one asked me to play it with you because literally go fuck yourself. But we all used to try it, and I remember one time I was on the tee and I hit it perfectly and it goes up smooth and then it just starts drifting to the right. And then you just watch it go over a tree and right into someone's window. And we were just like, let's stop for the day. And we just like stopped. We all just went home and just like hung out. Never got in trouble for it. Because, you know, it was like anyone's house who was on the golf course. Like, I think it was if your house got damaged, it was the golf course would just be like, here, like, it's our
Right.
fault for letting people do it. But, yeah, definitely not something I would try to do again. Not gonna lie there.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts? It wasn't as long of a podcast as usual today, but not too bad.
See, I told you I should have talked more.
Yeah, sorry, bro. My bad. We'll definitely do more of these. I'm thinking like we could definitely do stuff like this with like maybe a tier list even. And then we can just like go ahead and choose like what we think. Maybe we could do like the entire like Disney series cuz
I still think we need to have a Marvel podcast.
just one where we just talk about Marvel. I'm down. I mean, what we could do is put all the movies on a tier list and then go through them each. Cuz that would be I'd be down for that.
I'd be down. For sure.
Well, I mean, that's probably what you'll be looking forward to next week because that's probably what the hell we're gonna do because that sounds like a good idea. I give it a thumbs up. Sounds good. And then hell, maybe we'll try to find someone else who's a big Marvel fan. We'll get them on here so we at least have 3 people so it evens it out a little.
Yeah, we're hoping, guys, to have the whole crew on eventually.
Yeah, it's just, everyone works different schedules. Everyone has different days off.
We live together.
Yeah.
I'm just a story above him.
Yeah.
He's in the basement. So it's kind of easier for us to film together, but...
Yeah, and usually we have around the same, like, times. Fran works... Yeah. Fran pretty much works like 12-hour days, so when he gets off, he's usually just like, leave me alone. Which I completely understand. If I worked 12-hour days, I would be like, fuck off, don't talk to me.
Exactly.
The same thing kind of happens with Logan too. So makes sense. Kels is just
Maybe
Kels.
We'll have Kels on here eventually.
Yeah. We'll definitely figure something out. But I mean, without further ado, do you want to go ahead and tell them where they can find you?
You can find me at STC Studios.
Nice.
I also have my own private YouTube channel that I haven't posted on in 3 years. If you want to check that out, at Jacob Clark, and then my Instagram is Jacob T. Clark.
What about your Twitch? Because you're gonna start streaming, right?
Is Moist Alderon? Yeah, I just need to upgrade a couple more components of my computer, and I will be set. So
go donate to this so we can give it to him so he can stream.
Donates are appreciated, but you don't have to.
Yeah, don't waste your money on us.
Especially right now, like people need their money.
Yeah,
so
keep your money unless you got a stimulus. They can throw us like $5. Can you get some Taco Bell or something? We'll do a Taco Bell mukbang.
There you go.
That's gonna be an idea. We're gonna have to do that eventually.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we do it all the time anyway. Why not record it?
Exactly. We'll just throw a camera and just a mic and be like, all right, there we go. Now we're legit. You guys can find me on Stores Onbu on Twitch, Van Stores on YouTube, Van Stores 77 on Instagram, Twitter, and now TikTok, because I'm posting a TikTok every day. I don't know why. That's just what's going on now. That's sure
actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it takes like not a whole lot of time, and it's an easy thing to do. So might as well do it.
We should make an STC Studios one.
I want to, and then just put all the clips from our podcast on it. That's kind of the idea. I haven't gone the day to set that up. As always, if you guys want to see more of this type of stuff, make sure to like that button. Make sure to subscribe to us as well as follow our Twitch, which you guys can see these always live. And, of course, have a great rest of your guys' day.
Thank you guys for watching.
Peace. Bye. Hell yeah! We did fucking good.
Fuck yeah. Alright, I'm gonna come downstairs and I just want to see the playback for like 5 minutes.
Okay.